Hello to all students in religion, personality, and race. As I said before, we broke last week. I will be posting these PowerPoint presentations, these short PowerPoint presentations for you to take a look at. The advantage of that is that you can take a look at it as much as you want to get whatever notes you need, because I am going to go through this rather quickly. Um, if you look at the course syllabus, you know that we are a little bit behind because of her mean, but in terms of our trajectory, this lecture is on personality and change. And the question is, can our personalities be changed? And I have here a paraphrase of Rene Descartes quote: I think, therefore I am," but it's about us. But I also say that our beliefs affect who we are, impacts who we are. And here I have a series of photos that deal with our personality. We have the knight in shining armor on his trusty steed, holding the scales of justice, as one who goes out to save the world. Um, and then we have the gentleman, um, the black guy who has these surrounding images around him in terms of, is this also a part of who he is? What does he show to the world at any given time? And then we have the young lady with the yarn wrap and the green yarn wrap in her hair, as a way of presenting herself to the world. Now, what the question is this who she is, or is this just a presentation of what she wants the world to see? And then we have the three masks. Then the masks indicate or signify how we often wear masks that we call our personality, uh, the thing that we are. And then the last picture is a phrase, "I am not me anymore." And of course, that begs the question of, if I am not me, then who am I? Am I what people say I am? Am I who people say that I am? And this might be especially the case with those of you, this is your first semester here at FAMU, your first time away from home. And of course, it may be true for the upperclassmen too. When you leave a place and go to a new place, or when you enter one classroom and go to another classroom, are you that same person? Or are you a different person in each given situation? So these are always things that all of us have to deal with in terms of our personality. And here, this slide deals with the changes of personality, the aspects of personality change, who determines what our personality is. What is personality? That the things that we present to the world. What is it, and what goes into it? Is our personality inconsistent? Is our personality monolithic? How do we measure our personality? Are we introverted or extroverted? Or what are the traits of our personality? Are we open? Again, these are just some words that would go into understanding who we are. These are some good GRE words too that you might need to look up for those of you who may be having taken a GRE pretty soon. But again, it's just a matter of what goes into our personalities. And here we have this saying from the Japanese. Now, whether it's really from the Japanese or not, I don't know, but we'll go with it. About the faces that we present. The first face you show to the world. The second face you show to your close friends and your family. The third face you never show anyone. And this third face, it is the truest reflection of who you are. The way I would say that is that we have our public self, the one that we present, the one that we show, the facade that we allow people to see. And for those who may not know, facade simply means a false front, the 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 appearance of who we are. And sometimes, we only show the public this false front. When somebody comes and asks you, how are you doing? And you say, fine. And you know full well that you're not doing fine. You have all hell breaking loose around you. But because you got this need for a public persona, this is what you show to the world. So they don't get to fully know you. They don't get to fully understand you. They don't get to know your ups and downs. So this is your public self, that first face that the Japanese talked about. And the second face is what I call the personal self. Now, personal, two separate meanings here is that it's dealing with you yourself, but it also deals with how you show those select persons in your life a little bit more of yourself. This is your at home self. This is your I'm going to let my hair down self. The self that only a select few get to see. Everybody don't get to see your personal self. Everybody don't get to I would say no to smell your stink, so to speak. Only a few people get to do that. And then finally, I have what's called the private self. And this is the face that what the Japanese say and says you don't show anybody. But my take on it is that this is the hidden you, the you that only even fewer still get to know. Um, and then there's an aspect of your private self that no one knows. We all have a private self. What I would also call we all have our secretive self. That self that even your closest relation does not know about. Be it boyfriend, girlfriend, if you are married, husband or wife. This is the self that is hidden from everybody. And this is the self that the Japanese say is your truest self. But if it's hidden, is it really your true self? Because sometimes it's hidden even from self. That is, uh, we don't even know that self ourselves. And we don't get to know that self unless we actually delve into our our psyche, unless we delve into that the depths of who we are. But these are the different cells that we have: the public, the personal, and the private. Now, the impact of these cells on our personality. The question is, how does the public, the personal, and the private cells affect the visible aspect of you? That is, what the world sees. Um, what goes into our personalities? And this is the question I'm not trying to answer for anybody, but it's a question to consider. How does your public self, how does your personal self, how does your private self affect what people see? It goes deeper than them seeing the public self, but all of these different aspects play a part in your personality. And another thing is our personality static or fixed or doesn't change over time? Is our personality so stuck in the mud that we're not going to change anything? Again, that's the question you have to ask for yourself. Or is our personality dynamic or malleable? That is, it can change over time. It can go through some alterations over time. Again, a question that you have to ask yourself. And a third question regarding that: can our personalities be static on some things and dynamic on others? A perfect example of this is can your personality be static in terms of your religious beliefs, or can it be dynamic in terms of your religious beliefs, but static on something else? Can your personality be static on your educational beliefs, or can it be dynamic on your educational beliefs? I.e., do you need to be in this particular major? Or I'm going to be in this major no matter what, even if I don't like it, or those kinds of things. Can your personality be static on some things and dynamic on others? Now, regarding beliefs in our personality, the beliefs, this is my definition, are those mental representations of the nature and workings of self, relations, and the world. Again, these are our mental understandings of the world around us. Um, my beliefs about God, my beliefs about school, my beliefs about other people, my beliefs about other races, my beliefs about me. These are these mental representations, and obviously, a lot goes into these mental representations that we have. And we have what I call our core beliefs, those values that we individually hold near and dear. Now, and are these core beliefs static or are they dynamic? And then we have our belief systems, those things that we are part of that's shared with others, be it religion, be it education, be it for fraternal, those kinds of things. What are those values that this organization has? Um, and although I share these beliefs with others, do I share all of these beliefs with others? That is, am I static in this particular doctrine, or am I dynamic in this particular educational structure? Can we be a part of a larger system, which more often than not are pretty static in how they present themselves, be it school, religions, whatever. What is your place in that particular system? Do you are you statically going along with it, or are you having a more dynamic kind of understanding of what this system is? And then, what do we believe about ourselves, our self understanding? Do you believe that you're ugly? Do you believe that you are the best thing since sliced bread? Do you believe what others say about you? What do you believe about yourself, and what goes into that self understanding? And again, it goes without saying, can these self understandings be static or dynamic? This is a question again that you have to ask yourselves. And then, how do you fit into the world? What do you believe about yourself in the world? Um, does the world accept me? Um, do I have friends and relations that I feel comfortable enough around? What is my place in the world? What is my place in this classroom? What is my place in this university? What is my place in this city? What is my place in my church, my mosque, my ashram, my temple? What is my place? What is my place if for those who don't have a particular religious belief? No, what is my place in a world that posits God? How do I navigate that world? And it's the question again, all of us have to ask ourselves, how do we navigate our place in the world? Do we accept what the world offers to us? Or do we push back against what the world offers to us? So these are some things that we have to consider um, as we go about dealing with our personalities. So again, short, but you can take a look at it over and over again to get whatever you need to get from it.